welcome to the channel. It's Siren, and today we are doing 2v8. I do hope you all like the new intro. It's not the greatest. I feel like it's to the best of my ability what I can do. At this current moment, I realised we had a nemesis because of the zombies. It's quite obvious. Anyone who plays Dead by Daylight should know Nemi has zombies, especially in 2v8. We have now 4, and they have a 35% speed now, which you can either love or hate. I do not personally mind it too much. It's not the worst. Honestly, sometimes, yeah, it can ruin your game because, standing around, like you can see the one coming back to my teammate and us when we were doing the generator. Thankfully, she was a sweetheart. She kept taking the zombie away while I was just doing the generator, even though, as you can probably tell from my UI, that I am not someone who does the generator. I had medic this time, so I take a chance and change it up a bit because I always do generator. And it turned out alright. It wasn't the worst of my worst experience being a medic. I just was a very ballsy medic, just doing generators and going around and taking chances with different. I'm not newish to the game. I played right before Castlevania 88 when the Dark World came. That's when I first started. I played around then, like way before then. And then I left around then and haven't come back since I changed consoles. I used to play on Xbox and now I've moved to PlayStation, and gotta say there's a huge difference between Xbox One and PlayStation 5 for quality reasons. It was a huge stark difference and improved my love for the game, and I don't mind it as much. I used to have resentment towards this game because I used to have really bad players to play with and it just made it really toxic, but now I'm playing with someone and I really enjoy it. And as you can see here, I got hit quite quickly and knew he was coming. I just said I'll take a hit so the new generation get popped. And this is where I do Rise to Status Loop, which I am very proud of. I know a lot of people will be saying, oh, this is a loop. From someone who played Phasmophobia, looping is something that you either have or you don't have. And sometimes you can get lucky, other times you don't. And this time I got pretty lucky that I realised that, like, hey, utilize the windows and try not to use them all at once because, there's like the barricade goes up and then you can't use it. As you can see here, I got away, which I'm proud of my little self for doing it because, Jesus, in the heat of the moment, you're not paying attention. And like at some ones you have to pay attention to know that you don't, like in, for example, the first AK Henry, Rebecca, and one, you actually, best thing I've learned is to just shut off your brain when playing against him. It's one of the best things you can do for yourself because, if you just know roughly where his range could hit and you can only do a certain amount of range at a time, you should be okay. Also, there's many of all people to show up when we're healing. And anyways, yeah, like with Henry, I would recommend just keep an eye on where he is, but also look to the ground and then just dodge or go back. It's one of the best things. You don't just stay there staring at him. You're not going to vault pallets, don't vault windows. You have a chance of getting hit through them, which I done a test with my friend in customs. We were testing his ability, what can hit, what cannot, and it hit through pallets and hit through walls if you know exactly they're there. So if you're seeing that, be careful. I would recommend just keep an eye out, be careful if you can. It's one of the best things to do. I know some people, they find it hard to switch off the brain when playing, but if it works for you, keep it on. But just for me specifically, someone who has autism, it's just easier for me to switch the all noggin off if I can, because, it's easier to focus and not having to hear other noises and sounds that overstimulate me of the killer's noise. Just shut off the brain and get going and doing what needs to be done. And here's Nemi again. For round 2, he lost me the first time, he was not happy about it, so he's like, you know what, let's go again. And as you probably can see, Chucky's nearby too, because, the white footprint is him on the textures. I've seen time and time again that a lot of people seem to mess that part up with him, with Chucky, that they start freaking out when they see the white footprints. In hindsight, it's actually just Chucky being undetectable, so there's nothing really to worry about. If you would, I would still keep on guard, just keep an eye on them, but don't be too panicking using a generator. Don't load the top just because you see that. And as you can see, literally, and then Nemi comes up soon. I can hear Nemi's music on the sideline, and I can see Nemi in the corner, so just keep an eye out. You're going to see him again. And try not to bring it to my teammate. It's not fun. I've been in that situation where people are doing something and they're with me, and it's like, no, to be something. Don't forget to be what I'm trying to do something. I bet you all of you have two generators the same. Like, don't bring it to a version when you're like you and you didn't want to do and then you do it and I get body blocked. Well, not body blocked, but 2-teamed by them, which smart move to do. It's very smart thing to do. I do it a lot. If you do it to my team, it's a very smart thing to do. Just if you get stuck in, there's no point the two of you, one of you doing for a long period of time and you're getting no downtime, and you have higher, lower chance of getting everyone killed. So it's beneficial of working together. If you know each other, or even if you can coordinate some ways, see your teammates running around, go and help them as much as you can. And the Steve. But yeah, you die, I die. Okay, you get that reference, great. Anyways, so yeah, I was just saying, try do what. Oh god, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so I hope you all are having fun with 2v8. I know sure as hell I'm enjoying it way more this time around than the first time around. Lights sometimes be annoying, but there's always a lot of ways to counter it. So there's nothing to worry about. Just look to the sky, you'll be fine. It may not be the best, you know, but you all know like how Lightborn works and all that, you know. If you run Lightborn, yeah sure, but in this you know you can't, and it's just one of those things. And as you can see, I'm not really the medic type. I'm just running around kind of like in Hostile Rage, if you've seen that movie starring Andrew Garfield. One of my favourite movies personally of Andrew Garfield, besides the movie they're absolutely phenomenal. If you don't like it, click off. I do not mind. To me, they're my personal favourites. And my top ones, I go there, and then it goes between Toby and Tom. I'm not 100% sure if he's finished Tom's yet, so with me and Drew's a little bit top one. So like, I'm basically the main character in Hostile Rage, going on to the field of war to save my soldiers, even though I'm the medic, and taking a chance. And it's like, you know what? Sure, I'll take the chance because sometimes like you can get lucky. Like you may not have the speed burst that the sprinters have, but you can actually they're not going to presume like you're going to go after them. Like I usually just scour. If I see someone on the hook, I try my best to get to there as fast as I possibly can. And as you can see, we only need one generator left, so like I was trying to find the generator that one person started, and because it's nearly finished before they got chased. So I was just trying to look for it, or look for anything to help my teammates, like a chest or something to do. But you know, terror rays kept going off, so it was like maybe not to run because scratch marks were left behind. So I was like, you know what, it'd be safe to crouch and try find the safest way to possibly to get to people, and then just started fiddling around, just stimming around. And then I saw someone who was injured. I was like, you know what, that's where the killer was. So I was like, okay, I am safe. I know I can move away now from this area to see if I can find anyone else who needs healing, because as you can see from the thing, a lot of people can get healed, need to heal in this. But I was also mainly focusing on trying to find the generator that the person started if it wasn't done. And I knew by this area that someone was nearby. Didn't know which killer yet, because I'm still learning. Every killer has their own music, as you probably know from Wesker. There's a different one to Wesker than there is to Huntress. Everyone knows Huntress Lullaby. It's one of the obvious ones, you know. And she's one of the few ones that can go undetectable for certain periods of time. And then I was trying to get all of my teammate to get heals if he can. But I noticed the killer was nearby to him and he was looping him, so I was like, you know what, it's not safe. I could have taken the hit, but I was safer to stay away, because sometimes I've noticed when you're looping, you don't want to be in the way of someone looping, because sometimes you can body block, and it makes it 10 times worse to try and get it. It's not fun. Like, it's one of the, you know, shitty things that happen. Body blocking someone when they're trying to loop, at that point you're just like, you're trying to loop the character and then you're stuck. And as you see, the generator's pop, and right now we're going to focus on I just want to go get the person quickly. You know, heck it, they're there, we're right beside it, might as well utilize everyone we can to get out, because, you know, everyone can then take a hit. If it needs to be, if they start slugging, because, you know, sometimes some people put slug at the end so they don't get out. And it took me a second. I had no clue who was actually there personally. I did not know who was there. We all know that's how we all escaped. Well, not everyone, but most of us. Sadly, from memory, Leon didn't escape, which was kind of sad. Since everyone, you know, loves Leon, and since we're running RE9 soon. But anyways, thank you for watching this video today. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next video. Bye bye!